Hey, did you know that there are 3 mistakes lawn care service owners make when it comes to taxes? And here as we end 2025, did you know 93% of small business owners overpay? I'm talking thousands of dollars. And how do I know this? Well, I'm in the business. I have prepared taxes for over 20 years. I've prepared thousands of returns for landscapers, hardscapers, window washing companies, you name it, home service businesses. And so I want to give you some information that I think will put more money in your pocket and so you can share less with the IRS. 3 things I want you to take a look at. First of all, I understand it. You're running hard all year long in your business, getting projects done, managing crews, getting new accounts on board, grinding in the hot sun, doing work other people won't do. And at the end of the day, April 15th comes, you feel like you've got no money. Well, I want you to do 3 things differently. And the first one is I want to think about how is your business structured. Now, usually this only comes up when you hear some attorney or see something online, they talk about an LLC. And you think, oh, well, maybe I should form an LLC. Well, an LLC does nothing for you tax-wise. If you structure yourself as an LLC and you make, let's say, 100 grand, right? You take home 100 grand. This is after all the expenses, all the deductions for your advertising, your truck, your crews, your job materials, all the cost of overhead. You take home 100 grand. You're going to pay $15,000 of that just in self-employment tax if you're structured as a sole proprietor or an LLC. That's $15,000 on top of the $15,000 you'll spend in income tax. So yeah, think about it. You bring home 100 grand, you spend $30,000 in taxes. It's ridiculous. So how can you change that? If you structure yourself as an S Corp, you can save half of that self-employment tax, which is, yeah, $7,500 in taxes every year. And that over 10 years is a $75,000 difference between what you're sending to the IRS and what you're putting in your pocket. We'll talk more on this channel about how to set up an S Corp or what you can do. But just know this, if you're already an LLC, you can elect S Corp tax treatment, and you can do it right now in December and make it back to January 1st. So yeah, you can rewrite history. And if you want to know more, please contact me through the link that you'll see below this video. But that's one way, is think about how is your business structured and take the steps to change it so it's more tax advantaged. Mistake number two is just the whole approach of the way you're approaching your taxes and finances in your lawn care business or in your landscape business. Now, what most people do is they treat accounting as a once-a-year event. Because you're running so hard all year long, you kind of put, record keeping and taxes on the back burner. It's like, okay, I'll worry about that when I get to it, right? I'm just trying to survive. I'm getting the work done. But the fact is, you wouldn't treat truck maintenance that way. You wouldn't treat maintaining your equipment that way. You have to think about taxes like truck maintenance. It's something you do all year long. So don't treat accounting like it's a once-a-year event. If you do, you'll miss deductions, you'll understate your expenses, you'll overstate your income, you'll end up paying more to the IRS than you should. And don't treat taxes like it's some surprise bill in April. Oh my gosh, how'd this happen? No, you're in business. Yeah, 30% of your income is going to taxes. You ought to be able to have a plan to reduce that. So it's your whole mindset. Change your thinking. Mistake number 3 is oftentimes you mix your personal and business expenses. What do I mean by that? Well, maybe you've got a business bank account, you write your rent check or your mortgage out of it. Maybe you've got a personal credit card and you buy some new equipment using that American Express card or Capital One card. It's in your personal name, but you're running business expenses on it. And this happens all the time. Yeah, supplies, materials, small expenses. You run on a personal card, you don't get it into your business books, you miss the deduction. So here's 3 things you can do right now, 3 quick wins. 1, separate your business and your personal finances, okay? In fact, don't just separate it out by having a business account and a personal bank account, but set up a business account and with a and make it more than one account. One, you want an operating account. Two, you want a taxes account in your business name. And then every week, take 10% of what you're taking in and just move it over into the tax account. Like you have to do this. Like you can't play with this money. Set it over into your tax account. And then with that tax account money, every quarter you can make estimated payments. That way you're going to avoid estimated payment penalties and late payment penalties to the IRS. And if you have labor, you can run your payroll taxes out of that account. So set up separate accounts, number one. Number two, start to track all of your expenses on an ongoing basis. Don't put it off to the end of the week. Don't, treat bookkeeping like this is something you do nights or weekends. Don't put it off to the end of the month, the end of the year. Have something you're ongoing to track your expenses. I recommend QuickBooks. Why? Well, if you have any kind of volume in your business, you're running 250, 500, 750,000 or more a year in top line revenue, you ought to be running all of those expenses through QuickBooks because it'll do it for you on an automated basis. In other words, you're not having to do it. Put the automated or AI to work for you. Have your bank talk to your QuickBooks file. Have the bank feed take in these expenses every day and then make sure they're properly categorized at the end of every week so that your books are accurate and reconcile the books. But I'm just telling you, don't wait on all of this stuff. Have separate bank accounts, track your expenses immediately. And the third step is to have a quick win. Just get expense savvy, right? Know what's deductible and what's not. Now we'll run more videos here on the channel on educating you on what's deductible or what's not. But just know this, every expense that is reasonable and customary, those are the terms actually in the tax code. If you have a reasonable and a customary expense that's associated with producing income, then it's a deduction. So yeah, it's reasonable to deduct office supplies. It's reasonable to deduct a storage unit for your equipment. It's reasonable to deduct a business meal. If you meet with, let's say, a commercial account that you're wooing, you want to get them on board. Well, you have a bona fide business discussion, that's deductible. Anything using your truck for business, it's deductible. Any equipment, deductible. So you want to know this not only so you don't miss business deductions, you also want to know this because you just want to get savvy on what is your margins. What do I mean by that? Well, you have to know your numbers. Maybe you don't like numbers. Maybe you don't like accounting. I get that. You didn't go into business to be an accountant. But if you don't know your numbers, you're not good in business. So for every dollar you take in, how much are you spending on labor? How much are you spending on materials? How much are you spending on advertising? How much are you spending on overhead? Once you begin to get the handle on those numbers, then you'll begin to grow your profit margin. Like for every dollar you take in, how much is going to the bottom line? Is it 10%, 15%, 20%, 30%? If you know that number, then you've got a handle on your business. And the higher the number, the more you can begin to stack up cash. The more you can begin to grow your business, reinvesting it into equipment, advertising. The more you can have for personal use, like vacations. So know your numbers, become expense savvy. So those are some things I think will help you just in terms of your mindset and how to reduce Uncle Sam's tax bite in your lawn care and landscaping business. Now, we offer a free strategy session if you'd like to know about what you can do to optimize your cash flow, to build your profit, to reduce your tax liability. I'd be happy to sit down with you. We can do it by phone or Zoom. We can do it in person. But it's a free strategy session where we get to know a little bit more about each other and what you can do in your business to become more in control of your taxes, get control of your finances, and grow your cash flow and grow from mower to millionaire, right? That's what you want to be. You want to grow from mower to millionaire. So there's a link in the description below. Go ahead and click that link. I'm happy to have a 30-minute free strategy session with you so you can begin to get a handle on this and you can grow your lawn care business to the business you dreamed of building when you first started it. I'm Jim Flauaus. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time.